Hello, everyone. This is Yonks, and joined with me is Mrs. Yonks, Tyler Yonker, and this is our group office hours for the Community Energy Innovation Prize. And this is one of the things that we'll probably be doing here in the next couple of weeks, as we are looking for collegiate track partners that would like to join hands with us in creating a community solar project here in Colorado. And I'm actually going to, one of the things that we want to do during this office hours is really geared for having people pop in and out, potentially people that are interested in partnering with us on the collegiate track, and then asking questions and whatnot. And then also here, since Tyler and I are allocating this time, we also want to use this as a time to further enhance and refine some ideas surrounding how to get collegiate track partners on board here with the next couple of weeks. And just from a timeline standpoint, I'm going to actually go over here to Hero X. And this is the Community Energy Innovation Prize. And here is our team on the Community Energy Innovation submission. And let me get back to that real quick. So let's see, right here it is. And I'll throw this link on the live stream for everybody. And I don't know, if you could do that, Tyler, that would be great. Let me throw this in the chat for you. There we go. So this is our team. Let me go ahead and refresh this. I think I actually changed the title on this to Solar EV, Equitable, Decentralized Community Solar. And let me make this a little bit bigger here for everybody. So our project, Equitable, Decentralized Community Solar and EV Charging for Gig Workers, we're building this as community-owned and operated distributed energy resources. And I'm not going to go into detail what is solar EV. I wanted to talk about the timeline here, though. And let me go. This is the Community Energy Innovation Prize on Hero X, which is an American-made challenge, which is an initiative from the U.S. Department of Energy. And the timeline right here. So this is where we're at here today. There's actually a webinar that's going on right now for the Clean Energy and Manufacturing Solar EV. We're going to be submitting on the clean energy track. And this is the one that I wanted to talk about right here. The submission deadline for the collegiate track concept phase is right around the corner, a couple weeks away, November 3rd. I think that's less than 3 weeks from right now. So anyway, one of the things that we're going to be publishing here over the course of this weekend, or hopefully by this weekend, is a blog post. And let me, this is our draft here on Google Docs for this, and wanted to thank Taylor for some contributions that he had here from ChatGPT. And before I go into the details on that, wanted to really show our one-pager. What is solar EV? Parking lot canopy, smart battery, combined with DC fast EV charging. And those three components together will allow us to create an equitable, decentralized community solar and a distributed energy resource. And we're positioning this for gig workers, by gig workers, community owned and operated. That's one of the things we're really excited to use Web3 technology. And the thing that makes this all possible is the green energy credits and incentives. And the benefits are the guaranteed electricity savings that we're going to be providing. And we're primarily going to be focused on subscribers in the low, moderate income segment and our gig workers. And anyway, not going to go into details on this. Let me get back to the blog post here. So I think with where we're at on this, Tyler, this is something that we can take offline and really get published here this weekend. And wanting to publish this on Web 2 and Web 3 channels. So I don't know if I'm kind of thinking having some presence on Medium may make sense, but I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, I think Medium would be good, and Mirror probably both.
Absolutely, big fan of Mirror.xyz. They are an increasingly strong Web3 blog post publishing platform, and they've got that positioned very nicely, the home for Web3 publishing. And anyway, did you want to talk any more about the blog post here? I think that whatever was created that Taylor added is a really great start, and we can potentially add some more details, but I'm really liking this as well.
Yeah, I think it's great. I don't have anything to add to it.
Cool. Well, we can take that offline and work on getting that published. So right now, I'm sitting at the College Hill Library campus in Westminster at the Front Range Community College. And Front Range Community College is absolutely one of the collegiate track partners that interested in. Besides that, wanted to take a look at CU and CSU. CU with their proximity there in Boulder, and Boulder is one of 3 pilot communities that we are looking to create our initial community solar program in Colorado for. So let's see if CU Boulder renewable energy. So there is a Renewable and Sustainable Energy Institute. That would probably be a good start to reach out for. And I don't know if there's how well the search works. Let me actually go to another window and see real quick how well the search works on the HeroX page. So, because right now, let's make this bigger for everybody on the other end. Okay, so right now, and one of the things that I was thinking of as well, Tyler, is creating a blog post here where after we get, or not a blog post, but a forum post, after we get our forum post created, and I'm thinking that it may be worthwhile to do a video, but I'll think about that here today and tomorrow. So let's see. Teams, find a team matching, teams looking for innovators, innovators looking for teams. And I don't know if there's a great, I'm not seeing a great search capability on this as far as, let's see if how the map. I was trying to play around with this map earlier and I wasn't seeing, like, here there's in Boulder, there's listed as 9, but I don't know how to make use of that. And I don't know if it's my browser. Yeah, this was one of the things that I've been trying to take a look at without scrolling through 340 teams. I'll take a look offline, and I don't know if other people want to do this as well to see if there's other teams that have submitted something here already. So what ideas do you have, Tyler, as far as making some inroads with, I'm going to add this to our Notion page.
As far as getting in with the colleges or creating content?
Yeah, well, and to me that kind of goes hand in hand. So I like the idea of doing this office hours. I'm going to go ahead and commit to doing, I think that this time Thursday 1 to 2 works well. So I'm going to go ahead and get one scheduled for, and I'm going to go ahead and put a, let's see, here's the event for today. Looking at the Web3 Freedom Club calendar. Oh, let me go back here real quick. So let's just duplicate this. For the 19th. And delete. So you can go ahead and talk with about some ideas while I'm getting these events set up for next week, Tyler.
So a couple ideas or a couple thoughts on college. One is we should reach out to some of the student groups, student government, any environmental clubs, anybody, maybe the engineering clubs or other student groups that are likely to be interested in the technology side of this or the environmental side, or some of the colleges have startup funds and startup clubs and stuff like that. So need to kind of block and tackle what student groups are available. Also, depending on the school, we may be able to get access to the dean of students of engineering or business and reach out to them to see if they might be able to advocate for us higher up. When I was in school, there was a specific department that ran the facility for the school. So I don't, and that was 20 years ago. So I don't know if that's pretty common or those are people that we can reach out to. The other thing is I really like Front Range and then potentially Denver Community College and maybe Arapahoe. I can't remember exactly where it is. I feel like it's somewhere down on I-25 in Arapahoe area, but I'm not 100% on that. So we need to look at the locations of where the campuses are and what makes sense. I don't know if CSU is in the right location and if CU based on the DOT corridors.
Yeah, and my thoughts as far as CU and CSU regarding, I'm sure that there's probably some places that both of those that would be, but the main thing is that they're just such large state universities here in Colorado.
Yeah, it would definitely be easier to go
looking
community college just for access, potentially Metro also. But
yeah, and are you talking about MSU there at the Aurora campus?
yeah.
Yeah, and that's another one that I think has probably the AHEC, because there's multiple colleges in the loop there. Let me put a list here of some college ideas. So let's make this a bullet list. So Aurora area campus, MSU, CU Denver. I can't even remember who else is in the mix there.
I think it's
and this.
I think it's CU Denver and maybe Denver Community College and Metro. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct.
CSU. So here's the So I'll take an action item to reach out. They've got a info there, and the student directory at Front Range Community College, and I'll work on drafting an email, and would like to get that out to some potential community partnerships. Let's see, let me put Front Range Community College. Yeah, it's already created an initial video about this opportunity. And there was a solar industry organization in Boulder. I think it was the AES. Yeah, the American Solar Energy Society. It seemed like that there was some online community. I can't remember if it was the online community or the directory, business members.
Do you have a list of community colleges in Colorado or just in this area?
I do not. I don't know of a great place to do a list. And I don't know if we should look at Google Maps and just do a search there, colleges near me. I don't know if this is my computer that's slow or the Wi-Fi here at the library that's slow. I'd hope it's my computer that's slow. I already added that. Oh yeah, I was looking at chapters, I think it was here on the American Solar. This was something that may make sense for us to join as either, this is a long-standing organization in Colorado, or it's a national organization, but it looks like fairly we could take that offline as far as seeing if that makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh yes, this was what I was wanting to see, because there's a couple, so there's two CU Boulder and Western Colorado University. So, and there's some points of contact that are listed here for the Colorado chapters. I'll take an action item. So one of the things that I would like some feedback, Tyler, is I've been copying some of the team members. Do you think that I should continue that or reduce that behavior?
You've been doing what to the team members?
On email, like here, there's, I'll probably send 2 different emails, one for each of these organizations, reaching out to both of these points of contact. And I'm trying to understand whether you think that it would be best to copy team members on these conversations or just have those not included.
I think it depends on what it is. The other thing is you could always just ask who wants to be included. I mean, if people feel like they're getting email overload, or if they want to be included, I would only keep it to, oh, here comes Amy. I would only keep it to team members that are actively participating. I think it gets confusing when somebody opts into the team once and then they don't show up anymore versus people that are actively contributing.
Hey, good afternoon, Amy. We were just discussing, and you could probably add an additional perspective on this. And this is something that I'll bring up on our working group as far as people's desire to be included in carbon copy. Because like one of the things that I'm wanting to do is to do more outreach. Like right now, we've got this limited window of opportunity to find collegiate track partners. The window of opportunity closes on November 3rd. So we're just brainstorming right now, but also just wanting to not wanting to include some of our team members on some of the chatter that they may not be interested in seeing. Do you have any thoughts on that, Amy? Would you prefer to be copied, or would you
so we're just trying to put together some ideas right now?
Well, right now we're earlier today, I CC'd you and a couple other key people, you and Tyler, in addition to a couple other people on the team, on the initial conversation to the power connectors. The power connectors are the third-party resources that the U.S. Department of Energy has contracted with to facilitate resources for the Community Energy Innovation Prize. And like here, I'm going to start sending some emails to different ideas, different points of contact. Like right now, I'm looking at the points of contact that are publicly listed on the American Solar Energy Society, and CU Boulder and the Western Colorado University have a faculty point of contact and a student point of contact. So us reaching out to both of those points of contact in 2 different emails is an action item that I have. So these types of emails, do you prefer to be copied on, or would you not, or would you prefer to just be unaware of those conversations?
I would like to have a copy of the conversations. If there's anything I can add on to it, then I'll let you know. If you want to see if it's worked out for colleges, that's a good for our.
You were cutting out there, but I got the takeaway that you want to see those emails. So we will continue, and I'll bring this up again on our working group as well. So I think they're a really good list to start with. I would feel great. Like one of the other things too, Amy, that we were talking about is with because one of the things that I love about this format, like this Zoom live stream format that we're doing, is that we're creating evidence, breadcrumbs right now through our content that we're creating, like with this working group and our We Biddle in Public ethos of our intent and desire to connect with the community at large to build out the most well thought out community solar program that we can create here for Colorado. So, and that's one of the things that this collegiate track office hours, I already put on our Web3 Freedom Club schedule, and I'll get those all dialed in for the 19th and the 26th. And then, so we'll have 2 more collegiate track office hours. And the other thing too is that we're going to work on finalizing the blog post surrounding. So besides the blog post and doing some email outreach for finding the other collegiate track partners, the other thing, and let me add this too to make sure that I don't forget, next actions is Yonks will schedule upcoming 2 collegiate track office hours, create, finalize blog post. And we'll talk about the blog post on our working group on Sunday, and then finalize that potentially during the working group on Sunday that we've got 2 to 4 finalized blog posts during or after upcoming working group on Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. MDT. One of the other things too, just from a housekeeping standpoint, I did add on our project page, solarevcoop.org. I did add an upcoming events page here. And this is something that as these events get fully scheduled, I'll probably add the next one. And then I've also got a link to join our meetup group. And this is one of the things that we will probably continue to do on our meetup event. And I know that that will make Tyler happy, since that's something that we're spending $180 every 6 months for, or thereabouts, to make better use of the Meetup Pro functionality. And this is, again, getting some experience with this hybrid event format. I don't have as much experience with this today because it's just myself in the study hall here, or the study room in the College Hill Library over at the Front Range Community College. But we'll, like I said, on the link tree here at solarevcoop.org, we'll continue to get those events updated. On going back here, making sure that I'm getting everything. So finalize blog post, create forum post on Hero X with to amplify opportunity to find collegiate track partners. And I did actually watch the informational webinar for the collegiate track. Hopefully they'll have the one published here today. In hindsight, I probably wish that I hadn't have made this book, this office hours, in conflicting from a time standpoint, but I feel that us creating intention surrounding finding some collegiate track partners is more important than participating in the live webinar. So, and I'll put here, plan to finalize at upcoming working group. So I think that this will include, you also mentioned Arapahoe Community College. one of the reasons that we like the community college is that we expect that just due to the expected attendance differences between community colleges and the state universities is that better fits into the LMI household narrative that we're looking to fulfill. So I don't know I'd have to take a look if the locations for Arapahoe, but I increased that on this bullet point list for the college ideas. So any other ideas? I think that we've got a plan here for doing the best that we can. And this is something that, you know, if you get some additional ideas between now and our working group on Sunday, but other than what we've talked about here, what other ideas do you have, Tyler and or Amy?
Yeah, I think that's a great start. The content and the colleges is gonna be a race to get this all done by November 3rd.
Yeah, and I think getting the blog post published will give us again, just more breadcrumbs of our intentions that we can absolutely include within our narrative. And here's the thing is that these conversations are just starting points. Like, regardless of, because at the end of the day, the collegiate track is a much smaller slice of the approximately 7.5 million that is available in prize money. I think all in all, the collegiate track only slices out 450,000 of the 7.5 million. And ultimately, the most important thing is fostering conversations and planting some seeds with these colleges, because regardless whether they can mobilize in weeks is yet to be seen. Because my expectations is that colleges normally move slower with these sorts of things. But again, this is literally the first time that the Department of Energy is offering the Community Energy Innovation Prize. It sounds like that this morphed from two previous prizes together, and all indications are that the community power is going to be a huge narrative. And I'm looking forward to having the conversation with the person there at the facilitator that's helping to build out the community power accelerator at community.energy.gov. So, and that's maybe just a slight, or communitypower.energy.gov. And I don't know if you've, I'm pretty sure that Tyler has completed onboarding her user, and I don't know if you have, Amy, but this would provide an opportunity if you could do that between now, excuse me, and our conversation tomorrow. It might provide some additional feedback with the person that we're having the conversation with, because all indications are that this is something that the U.S. Department of Energy is just barely getting started with. The $380 billion that are on the table, it sounds like that actually may be lower, and a lot of that will just depend on how many projects take advantage of these tax credits through the Inflation Reduction Act. But I feel really good about getting the ideas together and hosting this event here. And this was not something that we amplified, so I wasn't expecting participation. That's something that will absolutely, hopefully, change between now and our office hours next week. But gonna provide you, Tyler and Amy, any thoughts that you have to bring our office hours for collegiate track partners to a close here today.
I'm excited we're going to be announcing these more regularly so people can join in person if they want to.
All righty. Well, thank you both, Tyler and Amy, for hopping on. We're just barely getting started with all the work that we have to do to realize our vision for solar EV, equitable, decentralized community solar. And I really like putting in that equitable additional tagline in our project, and that's something that I updated on our official Community Energy Innovation Prize. But whatever channel that you're following or listening to this, make sure that you subscribe, because there will be more content as we continue to build this project very openly and in public. And we're wanting to create a model when we're successful here in Colorado that can be modified slightly, but deployed in other states where it makes sense from a community solar legislation standpoint. But till next time, everybody.
I'll go through the webpage, Jason, and I'll be ready by Sunday. Okay, bye.
Thanks, Amy, and we'll talk until next time.